Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Fellas Podcast on NFL Sundays. Today we are joined by Johnny, as he missed the last episode, and we changed it to Sunday instead of Saturday because of scheduling purposes. Zach and I missed UFC Friday, and then Orange's email took a little bit for me to get in for our MLB podcast, but we'll be posting that soon as well. Then the NBA one, I somehow uploaded the wrong file, even though I chose the right one, but it doesn't matter because it's up now. So. Yeah, you guys can say hi or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
What's
Hello.
good?
Everybody, happy Easter. You know what I'm saying?
Happy Easter, boys.
Well, not if you're Lucas, because he has like another week until Easter.
Well, and me. Have another week.
Okay,
too.
well, yeah, but you don't mention it every 2 seconds, so.
No.
All right.
Good Easter. Have a nice
Yeah.
dinner.
I didn't do anything for Easter.
Hope you guys ate well. Hope you guys enjoyed your family.
All right. So
Good.
these questions were provided by Ty once again, because we're all too stupid and lazy to do anything about it. So he just does
And
it
I was just
himself.
the goat.
Yeah.
I was just the goat.
So the order is gonna go me, Zach, Johnny, and then Ty. So Zach can actually speak this time.
Wait, hold on.
Poor
I
Ty.
still
Hmm.
That's not in a bad way.
Whatever. Just all right. Ready? We're gonna get the first question. So our first question is, what is our favorite off-season move? And for me, I think you guys are gonna be like surprised at it, but not really. Yeah, you guys can think what you want, but it's not what you think. My favorite off-season
Well,
move was J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack to the Chargers, because from the Bills, they get a nice defense, like a really good defensive cornerback taken away out of the division who had 8 picks last year and is way better than Trayvon Diggs. Even though we like destroyed him in the playoffs, but it still helps us in our division because we play you guys twice a year. So, and also the Chargers are like my second favorite team, so there's that. And then Khalil Mack to the Chargers just makes our defense unstoppable, and it's gonna be so unfair. And I think it's just cool. I don't know. All right, Zach, you can go.
Well, my favorite move, it's kind of an underrated move, but I think Allen Robinson signing with the Rams, I think it's a good pickup for him. And especially looking at 2019, 2020 stats, he had 13 touchdowns, which is very big, and he's getting a better quarterback. I think this is gonna be his best quarterback that he's played with. 'Cause, I like Justin Fields. I think he has a lot of potential, but I think I'd rather play with a vet like Matt Stafford, a Super Bowl winner, and I think he's gonna be he'll be probably the second threat besides Cooper Kupp, of course, because Cooper Kupp's a beast. Yeah, I think Allen Robinson will make a big impact this year, especially better than last year.
Okay, that's solid. What do you think, Johnny?
I really like the Devontae Adams to the Raiders.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I
That's
thought
not
you were gonna
the-
say that,
no.
Nick.
I actually really like the move.
That's
You
about
have Hunter Renfro. You know, he came off a 1,000-yard season. You have Dan Waller, who's a top 5 tight end. Derek Carr, he doesn't cut like amazing numbers, but he puts up solid numbers. He's a good quarterback. And you put in arguably the best wide receiver in the league into that offense, and I think that team goes farther than a first-round exit, and I think they're kind of a threat in the AFC now.
Okay. Also, Ty, just to say one thing, you're breathing into your mic a little bit, so just be careful.
But yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say this. So, I just thought of this. A better way to like go around is it will go like the first rotation, like we did, me, Zach, Johnny, Ty. Then it'll go Ty, Johnny, Zach, me. So it's fair.
Okay.
All right. So Ty,
Well, I'll
what?
go less every time. I don't care. Just keep the same order.
All
so
right.
confusing
That's
for me.
fine.
Yeah, I know I keep talking about this, but Colts getting Matt Ryan. I know. But, I mean, Matt Ryan, if you think about it, really he's never had like a top 3 running back, or really just an elite running back in general. I'm assuming JT will put up those numbers again. If he doesn't, then I'll be pretty sad. After a season like that, I think we'll be fine.
Mhm.
And let's not forget, the Colts did get him for a 3rd-round pick. So it's kind of giving me vibes of like 07 with Randy Moss, because the Raiders and everybody thought that Randy Moss was washed.
So
And
the
the
thing that he
Raiders,
picked for the Raiders.
yeah, everyone thought he was washed. And the Raiders gave him up to the Patriots like a 5th-round pick, I think it was. So it's kind of giving me those kind of vibes. And I think I would just prove that he's not washed and he's being put in a perfect situation. Will make good decisions. And AFC is very tight this year.
Yeah.
But, you know, I
Sadly.
could see him. I could see him going divisional.
I kind of
Championship
want
if
to
they're
go
lucky.
to what you said a bit with only getting him for a 3rd-round pick. He is getting close to the end of his career, so I think even giving up a 3rd-round pick might be a little too much for a quarterback who came off kind of more of an off season than his caliber. But yeah, I think a third. I'd give him like a 5th maybe. He's probably got 2-3 years max. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would say like a 4th or 5th round pick. I agree with that, Joey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next question is: will Russell Wilson regret leaving Seattle? My answer was not really, cause like yeah, he like had DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, but like think about it, he's getting old, so he's probably gonna regress, and he's also like a scrambling quarterback. So you never know what can happen. He can end up like Cam Newton did and like get injured or something and like never be like the same again. Like he came off a finger injury and he wasn't doing good. He was doing pretty bad. And I don't know. I don't know. He has a good solid young core for his wide receivers, but that's about it really.
Yeah, I think it's a great move. Or I don't think he'll regret it at all. Like Nick said, I think he has a great young receiving core with Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. And I think he's got Javonte Williams coming in the backfield. He's
Oh
the
yeah,
leading back.
Javonte Williams.
I think he's definitely gonna outperform like he did last year. He was a rookie last year. I think he's like 22, 23.
Yeah.
Also, I think the defense, Denver defense is better. So like, I think that'll put less stress off of Wilson in like those dire situations. Offense wins games, defense wins championships, obviously. So I think he wants a championship. And, also, Denver O-line isn't the greatest, but it's certainly better than Seattle O-line. Wilson under pressure when he was 30% pressured his dropbacks this season, and he's usually so a lot of pressure. Which actually I think that's how he got injured.
Yeah.
He got
Probably.
destroyed. So I think with it's an upgrade, but it's not like huge upgrade. But I think he'll have a little more protection, obviously. So I think he'll like it more. I think he'll like it there better, and I think he's got a couple years left, especially in Denver. He can teach some of these guys some like new tricks, and I think they'll be better. Definitely the better this year.
I said, hell no. He's definitely not going to regret leaving Seattle. I think his time was overdue. I think he should have left last offseason. He is definitely on a much better team now, much younger team. He only had DK and Tyler Lockett. The defense was not that good. The offensive line was not good. You need to protect an older quarterback who can't scramble as much as he used to in his prime, but he can still scramble a little bit. But he's just not like himself in his prime. You need to protect him because, like I just said, he's getting old. You have a better O-line around him. You have a much younger team on offense and defense around him. I think it was a really good move to allow the trade to go through. So I like the move.
All right.
I don't think he's going to regret it.
I'm going to agree with all of you. I believe you all said no. I'm going to agree because I think, the past few years, Seattle's been kind of wasting his talent. And Seahawks have been staying in playoff contention for the last few years, even with a terrible line. And actually, Wilson was sacked the 3rd most times with 44 sacks. And he did miss 3 games due to an injury to his finger from a sack, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, better O-line. And Broncos in the draft will get a good O-line. Good at thought protecting him because they have every piece of the offense.
Mm-hmm.
And O-line is definitely easier to kind of analyze in college. Easier to scout, basically. So, yeah, I think I build around him well. Since there's a lot of years left in the NFL, So yeah, he will not regret it.
Okay. That was a good round. I liked that. I like all those answers. So, next question is number 3. Does the Packers trading Devontae Adams cost the Packers a Super Bowl chance? I said it does because like if they don't get like Julio or Odell, then like who's gonna be their primary target? Alan Lazard or Ronald Cobb? Because Devontae Adams last year he put up 1,553 yards and with 123 receptions, and each reception he got like 13 yards, which is a first down. But he only had 11 touchdowns compared to last year. He had 18. And compared to Lazard and Cobb, they like combined. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they have 2 more touchdowns, but they don't. They have about 700 less yards receiving. It might be just because of the targeting, but without that weapon of Devonta Adams, like he's like the best receiver in the league, as I said in the podcast before. Like, I get Rodgers is a great quarterback, but he ran the ball a lot, but also like when he's gonna pass the ball, like I don't know what he's gonna do if they're like covered because he knows they can't make those catches. Because Randall Cobb is getting old, and then Alan Lazard's just unexperienced right now. So I feel like yeah, it does kind of cost him a chance.
I agree with Nick. I think losing Adams is a big loss for the Packers. And like Nick was saying with the stats, I think 163 targets. I think that's by far like the most by a Packers receiver that year. And as good as Aaron Rodgers was, I think he kind of like needed Devonta Adams on his Devonta Adams, especially in like third down moments. Like I feel like they had like a lot of third down and 10 moments where they just used Devonta Adams, ran like a quick like route, and he would get the first down. And he's, in my opinion, he's probably still the best receiver in the league. So yeah, obviously I think losing a top receiver like that, not considering the best receiver, is a really big loss for the team.
That's like Josh Allen losing Stephon Diggs. Like what other weapons are we gonna have? Like we don't really. Like then we'd be way
Unless it's the
worse.
playoffs, Gabriel Davis.
Well, yeah, but like I'm saying, like in
usually-
general, we waived him.
Oh yeah, you did. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Too.
Yeah, I know. He was causing a lot of drama. All right, Johnny, what do you think? You agree?
I didn't say yes or no. I kind of said depends on how they bounce back, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You still got a few. I would say out of their prime receivers, you got Julio and Odell, like you said.
That's if they get him.
What 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cobb.
But it's just like how you bounce back too. There's also the draft coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta scout well. It's not a yes or no for me. Aaron Rodgers still a great quarterback. That question's still up in the air for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what Johnny's trying to say because it is hard to answer before the draft. I said no won't hurt their chances. I think they definitely do still have a chance. I wouldn't count them out completely because it is Aaron Rodgers. You know, everyone
He
says
loses in the second round though every single time.
best quarterback in the league. Personally, I think second.
Oh,
But-
Tom Brady fanboy.
Mahomes first, bro. You know
Really?
this.
Mahomes is the most
Anywho.
all-around skilled.
Was that?
Mahomes is the most all-around skilled quarterback.
Axe. Talk to him. But, anywho, Nick just really interrupting me. I'm just kidding. But I'm not worried about their defense, though. I'm really not. And we're going to draft receivers. Anyways, we signed Lazard and picked up Sonny Watkins. Rodgers will just make his young receivers look good. Will make them better on the field. I'm not worried about it. They still have a chance. I'm not going to count them out completely.
Okay.
But I just feel like even like before Devonta Adams, they had Jordy Nelson, who was also really good, and they still couldn't do it. Like I feel like even with these talents, like he still wasn't able to do anything in the playoffs. Like regular season, yeah, he's like at their top regular season team. They're obviously a regular season team like the Sixers, but like they couldn't do anything in the playoffs with that talent. Like even one year when they had Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, I think in his prime, and Devonta Adams, had a great running back. Just I don't know. I just don't think. I think Devonta Adams, I think, is a big loss because they still couldn't do anything. with him. So I think losing him isn't gonna help change anything.
Yeah,
If you win a
for
Super
sure,
Bowl.
for sure, a big loss. I'm not going to disagree with that. I think you do have to factor in coaching because when the Bucks play the Packers in an NFC Championship. Um, what's the Packers head coach name?
Matt LaFleur.
Is it
Yeah.
LaFleur?
He was
Yeah.
the
LaFleur,
defensive
yeah.
coordinator.
LaFleur was the head coach.
Was the coordinator before defensive coordinator.
Okay. But anyways, he took the ball out of Rodgers' hands instead of tying the game up against the Bucks. Tried to kick the field goal, and they were down by 3, and the Bucks obviously won that game to go to the Super Bowl. I think you do have to factor in some coaching decisions, not giving the ball to Rodgers in those situations. But yeah, I mean Devontae obviously a huge loss.
Okay. So the next question is Derek Carr talented enough to lead the Raiders to the Super Bowl? I personally, I think he is, because if you look like at what he did last year, with like losing like um Henry Ruggs because he's an idiot and he decided to do what he did. He's still like,
Speak on that.
and even when Darren Waller was injured, he still didn't even do bad. He threw for 4,800 yards. He had a 68% completion percentage, even though he did go 10-7, which is not bad. He had mid Josh Jacobs in his in the backfield, and then he threw 23 touchdowns and 14 picks, and that's a 1.6 touchdown to interception ratio, which means every 1.5 touchdowns he throws a pick. So it's not the best, but adding Devontae Adams, who had like 1,500 receiving yards, is along with Hunter Renfrow, who had like a 1,000+ yards, and like with Darren Waller as well. Like that is like that's like scary, and I think Derek Carr is gonna do really well this season. I think we're gonna see those interceptions go down and those touchdowns go up, and he could possibly be in the MVP conversation if he does good. But if he does like a Baker Mayfield job, then I don't think they're really gonna do anything. So
Yeah, I can see. I think he has enough talent. I think we could see him in the MVP conversation, but like, wouldn't be surprised either way if it happened or if it didn't happen. And like I was saying, like I mean, in the playoffs they looked really good. Like it went down to like the last play against the Bengals, a team that went to the Super Bowl. They have the best receiver in the league now, Devontae Adams, which I think will put more stress off of Darren Waller, who is probably used to more like double teams and stuff. So now I feel like he'll deal with more one-on-one situations, which I think he could strive in that because he's a big tight end, but he's also like really fast. Hunter Renfrow, I think he's a great slot. He's like a Julian Edelman. I think he'll keep doing his thing, and I think they got a young running back, Josh Jacobs. I think 26, 25, and I think he's gonna get better each year. I think he's still in his prime. Got a good defense. They got Crosby, who's
oh yeah,
a
Crosby.
monster.
They got Chandler Jones too. Oh my God.
Jones.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
yeah.
got, they got a defense that can hold them a team down. I mean, we see like teams like the Bills and stuff will score on them, but like I think they can hold them enough where the offense can come in and just pile drive all the way down the field.
Yeah.
I think Derek Carr does have enough talent to go to the Super Bowl and even win a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
I said I think that's kind of in the air for me too, but I kind of went more of the no area. He puts up solid numbers, but he doesn't put up great numbers. I think he hasn't really had like an amazing offense around him his whole career. He had Amari Cooper, who was pretty good. I think that's like probably his best weapon he had in his whole career. And now he's got a more stacked offense. I don't know how he can do in like under pressure and the big moments when it really matters the most. So I kind of went with no there.
Alright. Man. He is talented. I mean, it's gonna be hard not to be a good team. All the pickups they got, but it's the AFC West though, man. The best division in football. That's definitely gonna affect it. He was very good down the stretch later in the season, as he did finish 2021 with the most pass yards of his career. So I think he is on a hot streak going to this season. So I mean, I guess I'll say yes. It's just the AFC West though.
Hmm.
It's hard to Because right now I got him last in the division, or maybe
Oh
third.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but I'll say yeah. I'll say yes.
Okay. So, the next topic is does Bruce Arians leaving hurt the Bucks? I kept it short and like sweet and simple. I said no. Like, look what Tom Brady was doing with Bill Belichick. Even though Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time, I still think Tom Brady influencing like the plays on offense and stuff. And like when he was doing like that clip of him, like what was it, Ed Reed, that he was like saying what to do, and then they ran it correctly and they like were very successful because of it. I think Tom Brady can do that if he like is like if they let him, because didn't he like grow frustrated with Bruce Arians because I don't think he let him do that, right? That's why he didn't like it. And then like I think the new coach, who was it, the defensive coordinator or something?
Odd Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah. I think he's gonna let Tom Brady like get into the offense and like help everyone else out and stuff. And I think it's gonna flow really well, just like they did this year. Except they'll probably go farther in the playoffs than last year. So
Yeah, I don't think Bruce Arians leaving it affects the team that much. Actually, I feel like it's better because Arians and Brady, I feel like they had like a lot of like drama between the team, and like
mm,
'cause I feel like Brady's more used to like kind of getting his hands on like the playbook and like kind of like seeing what's happening, and I don't think Bruce Arians did that as much as like Belichick would. I mean, it's based off of like relationship because like Bruce Arians has only been with Tom Brady for like 3 or 4 years. You got Belichick who's been with Brady for 20 years. And I think it's about the trust. Um, like I was saying, I think Brady now after Bruce Arians left, I think he has he's actually able to like control a lot of like the offensive playbook, and I actually heard he's able to a little bit he can look into the defense and like change some on there. And obviously, like, why wouldn't he be able to? He's the goat. I feel like him looking at defense is a big help, considering that's what he's been doing for 20 years, reading defenses and reading what they do the whole time. So honestly, I think the team will get better off it. I think Tom Brady will be more trustful to the Bucks, and I think he'll play better under pressure, not under pressure as much.
I said really not too much. I think Brady's definitely be more hands-on on offense since Todd Bowles is more of a defensive guy. So I kind of said not really. I'm going to keep it a little short and simple though.
okay.
Oh yeah, I'll agree with all y'all. So you know, he did even come out and say in Brady's first season with Tampa Bay that sometimes he just sits back and just watch the game, let Tom coach. So I think, you know, Tom did have a lot of freedom with the offense. And he did actually, in an interview, say he kind of was dissing Bill Belichick a little bit, saying how, you know, he didn't give Tom enough freedom and stuff like that. Which was, you know, I know how to feel about that. But there's a lot of stuff that goes around in the media. I think Tom and Bruce had a fine relationship. I wasn't too worried about that. I like Bowles as a coach, but Bruce Arians did say that he wanted to leave Bowles in a good situation to win. I think he did, obviously, because he has high praise for him. Still have a stacked roster. Tom Brady coming back, so the Bucks will be fine. Not gonna say they'll be a worse team just because of a new head coach. So yeah.
All right. So the next discussion is about Baker Mayfield, who Johnny loves.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
I don't
why.
love. I like him. I'm a big fan of him.
So the question is, where is he gonna end up? I feel like everyone has the same answer, and if you don't, then it's probably
Yeah,
it's
agree.
it's
My
definitely
same answer.
between Seattle or like Carolina. It has to be those two. Like I have him going to Seattle because there's no way they're gonna want.
I like Drew Lock.
There's no
I
way
don't
they're
know.
gonna use
That's
Drew
a
Lock as
different
their
answer.
QB1, bro. No way.
I like Drew Lock. Personally, I don't think Seattle should reach for him.
Nah, I said Seattle. Drew Lock is so like. He threw, literally, in 2020, he threw 16 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. And he had 2,000 yards on 57% completion percentage and starting. Like I guess it's the Broncos, but oh my god.
He didn't even stall his games either. Teddy Bridgewater came in a lot some of the games too.
Yeah, see? And the
He
fact he was
started.
still
Knocked
managed
out
to
more
throw.
than any UFC fighter.
And the fact that he threw 15 picks and 16 touchdowns. 16 touchdowns is nice. All right, he threw for almost 3,000 yards. But he threw 15 picks. Oh my God, he was only sacked 19 times, and he was only sacked 4% of the time. So I mean, it wasn't even really that bad. He's just bad. I don't think they're gonna stick with him. And if they do, then I'm praying for DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. So, I mean, Baker Mayfield's like not the greatest, but he's solid. He'll do better than Drew Lock, that's for sure.
I have him going with the Steelers. I'm not gonna lie.
What the? What? Why?
I mean, he's a starting quarterback. I think he'll be started when he gets there. Great threats like Deontay Johnson and stuff. All the way, rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins.
I was about to mention that.
Oh yeah, rest in
I'll
peace.
put a little thing at the beginning saying, because we forgot to do the
And-
silence thing, but
It's think he wants to win, so like going to the Steelers will make him a I think the Steelers will be a playoff contender worthy team. Their
Ty has him
defense-
second already, even with Mitch Trubisky.
Baker Mayfield's better than Mitch Trubisky.
I'm just saying, it's funny that he put him second.
I haven't seen. Bro, Trubisky was drafted before Pat Mahomes, bro. Let's not get that twisted.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't look who's better.
No, it's something to think about though. Anyway, sorry, Zach.
Happens. Yeah. Hey, drafts like that happen. Like Tom Brady, 6th round.
It's like saying Anthony
Well
Bennett's
I love
better
it.
than
I love
fucking
it.
everyone in his draft class because he was drafted first. He could still be better. Like, no.
A lot of draft busts. I could go here and name all of them, but yeah, that will take probably 4 hours.
Alright.
Johnny.
Oh fuck me. There's a few teams I made kind of like a little list. Lions, Giants, Texans, and Saints.
Ooh, Lions. Ooh. Actually, that wouldn't be
Yeah.
bad. He has what's his name? The Saint dude, Saint Brown dude. He's good.
Yeah.
Rah.
All of them really need whatchamacallit. They need a quarterback. The Saints didn't. I don't think they re-signed Jameis Winston.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yep.
All right, so scratch the fucking Saints off. Never mind. Also, adding Carolina to that list.
See?
Yeah, Sam Darnold. No.
The
Cam
fact that
Newton,
Robbie Anderson said
maybe
that as well is so
4 years
funny.
ago.
All right. Yep. I'm going the Robbie Anderson route. Panthers, baby.
No.
I love the situation. You know, Christian McCaffrey.
Hmm.
He literally has not had a bad season yet. I mean, just fantasy wise and in real life, he carries
He's
that
had a
offense.
season, bro.
She was injured. That kind of sucked because I had my fancy team. Not gonna get into that though. But
Then you traded him.
RIP to my fantasy team.
Pita. Suck.
And honestly, dude, the division's not that good. The Saints.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't even know what their plan is for the
And there's
future.
the Bucks, but obviously the Bucks are the Bucks.
Bucks are good. Falcons, you know, just got Marcus Mariota. They re-signed Cordell Patterson, a lot of their pieces, but it's probably gonna be like last in the division. I'm not.
Yeah,
too
I
worried
think
about
so
the
too.
Falcons. But and I think honestly, it's Baker's last chance. I mean, if he doesn't succeed here, then he's gonna be a backup for the rest of his career. And this is his last chance because
Yeah, it is 100%.
you know, first round pick, high praise in the draft. He really hasn't done much at all.
Yeah,
So yeah, Panthers.
I like that pick. It was either that or Seattle for me. I don't know why Zach chose Pittsburgh. They already had Mitch Trubisky. Why would they want Baker Mayfield?
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. You know.
I think
Don't
Trubisky's that
discriminate.
good.
Yeah, but when like maybe at the trade deadline they'll probably if Mitch
I think
isn't doing
Trubisky's
good.
that good. I think they'll definitely want Baker more. I think Baker would much rather go to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Baker's a
Although
baby, too.
Pittsburgh and the Browns, I mean that Myles Garrett
Oh.
incident was that was a pretty
That's
rough
funny.
moment. He freaking
Yeah,
like
I-
swung that helmet, bro. I was so surprised.
They're on the same division too, so I
Yeah,
don't know if they would
the
trade into
rivals,
the same
yeah.
division. I don't know if that would be smart. So
I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. All right. So the next question is, where will Julio Jones go? Isn't that? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I said that he's probably gonna go to the Colts because of Matt Ryan, and like him and Matt Ryan have that chemistry. And if he goes to the Colts, like he makes them even more of a threat than they already were, from adding Stephon Gilmore and everything. And I'll get into Stephon Gilmore later though. But yeah, no, like if Julio Jones goes there, they are like a really solid team. They're better. I think they'd be better than the Titans, honestly, just because of their defense, and like their offense might not be as good, but their defense can also just carry them, like it kind of like it mostly the time does, and their O line is really good. So like Matt Ryan's gonna have a lot more time, and Julio still has it. He was just injured and underutilized like a lot on the Titans. So I think he's gonna go to the Colts.
Um, I think Julio Jones wants to play with like like a good quarterback, like a big armed quarterback, and I can see the Browns. I feel like if he goes with the Browns, you got Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson can still throw a ball. I think they're a playoff contender, and I think Julio Jones wants to be another chance to win a Super Bowl because obviously 28-3. P. Sorry. And then like obviously with the Titans, they were the number 1 seed. Just they lost to the Bengals field goal. McPherson, and like he does. I feel like he wants to get into that title bowl team, and I think the Browns are a good fit for him. I think he'll be I think he'll be a definite receiver threat there.
I said the Colts because, like I said,
Hold on. Hold on. All right. We're back. My AirPods died.
Oh well.
All right. Not to speak loud. Do I sound fine?
You sound way better than before, by the way.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right. Let's go. What was I saying? The Colts, because of Matt Ryan, he already has the chemistry and everything. They have a better team than they did with the Falcons. So I like that. And I also said the Ravens.
Oh yeah. That would for me. That would be Antonio Brown going to the Ravens, but I don't know what team's gonna get Antonio Brown.
oh, dude.
Antonio Brown's a whole nother story. He's messed up.
Dude should not play. That dude should never play. If I was a coach, I wouldn't even sign him.
I
wouldn't dare
wouldn't
sign
either.
that
I
guy.
would not dare talk to him.
Would not dare to sign him. If you
You
keep
might
on
lose
saying
brain
I
trust while you talk to him.
Dude, he's hanging with Kanye. They're gonna buy the Broncos.
I saw that. He's
President-
a different
president
now,
and
but
vice
he ain't really
president.
want football. He's making plenty of money as he eat football.
I know.
Getting brain surgery though.
Oh boy.
That dude walked in, said I want to sign with you. I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out. Okay.
All right, Ty. What do you think?
Hey, what'd you say, Johnny? Are you done?
What? Yeah, I finished.
All right. I said the 49ers.
Ooh, I like
So-
that move.
Yeah.
Contenders, obviously. I think he'll fit great, being a very physical receiver. Who's one of the, I think honestly the best blocking receiver in the league. Big frame, stuff like that. Now on a team who loves running the ball in general, different ways, Trent Brown coming off the edge, just blocking for Raheem Mostert. Very fun team to watch. Now, I also think
Yeah.
he does have talent left. Because he did have an unbelievable run in the 2010s. And he actually did get injured during training camp with the Titans. It was his hamstring. He pulled a hamstring. I mean, at 33 years old, never going to recover from that in one season.
Unless you're Tom Brady.
That
But
definitely did. Yeah, that definitely did play a part. And just the Titans didn't utilize him right. Everyone was hyping him up the A.J. Brown being Julio's biggest fan and shit like that. But it didn't come out to the way it should have been.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, 49ers.
All right. That's
Hold
good.
on, I have 2 other teams I could see. I could see the Arizona Cardinals, and I could also see the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh,
I
I'd
was
like the
thinking the Cardinals,
Eagles.
yeah.
I'd like
was
the
thinking the
Eagles
Card-
move.
I can see the Eagles as well.
Alright, give me a second. Nice. Alright. So the next one, or the next thing we're gonna talk about is what team last year was not a contender, but is this year. Um, I said I don't know about
This should be
contender.
fairly obvious.
Okay, well I probably have a different answer, but
I have a fairly obvious one.
I think you chose the Colts. That's what I think you chose, but um, I said Miami. They might not be a contender, but they definitely improved with Tyreek Hill. Because they're the fastest wide receiver duo in the league, and they also have Raheem Mostert, which is even faster. So, I don't know. That's just my pick. I don't really need to explain anything else. They have a shit quarterback arm, though, but if you can develop that arm strength, then they'll be pretty solid.
A team that wasn't a contender, the contender this year, obviously the Chargers. They didn't make the playoffs. Make the playoffs. They're not a contender.
Yeah, it's
Be a
true.
contender if you don't,
They should
you
have,
can't be a
though.
contender if you don't make the playoffs.
They
Simple
should
as
have made the
that.
playoffs. They should have tied it.
It was a good game against the Raiders, but they didn't make the playoffs, so they weren't a contender. And so obviously they picked up big moves. J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack, that'll upgrade their defense. They have an underrated superstar, Austin Eckler. I think he's underrated
Yes!
as fuck, and I don't think
Yes!
people think he's as good as I think he is.
Top 5 running
900
back.
almost 1,000 rushing yards, 12 tutties, 7 receptions for almost 700 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Production
special
at
right
its
there.
finest.
I think he's a definite top 5. He could even go into top 3. I wouldn't be surprised if people said he's
Same.
a top 3. I think he's underrated as fuck. Good receiver set with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and I think they have a good defense now. I think they have a better defense. So
Mhm.
I think they're going to be a contender this year.
Okay. What do you think, Johnny?
I'm gonna agree with Zach there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are the best team, maybe in their division.
Okay.
They're definitely contenders. They didn't make playoffs last year, obviously. So for them to not make playoffs when they should have, to being contenders, you made obviously big moves since Herbert's still on his rookie contract. He's not getting paid as a superstar. So that means you get to pay J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack, and whoever you need to before. So
Mhm.
I like what they did. I think they're definitely they're definitely contenders. So yeah, I think they'll make it to second round. Well, at least
Mhm.
they're good.
Okay. That's fair enough.
I'm talking about the Broncos way too much in this episode. Going the Broncos though. Started
Okay.
off 4-0 last year. One of the best defense in the league. Just poor QB play kind of just plagued the rest of their season. Talented young defense. Pat Surtain, Justin Simmons, Bradley Chubb. Big tall wide receiver core, Judy, Sutton, Tim Patrick. Obviously Russell Wilson.
Mhm.
In the scrambler and improviser QB that he is. Excited to see what they do in the draft. And
Williams.
what was that?
Vontae Williams.
Bronte Williams. Yeah, I mean, we didn't see too much of him because of Melvin Gordon and stuff like that. Kind of a two-way thing going. Yeah, they're definitely gonna be focused more on him this year. Yeah, I do like Javonte Williams though.
Okay. Alright, well, the last question is what should we make or think of the Stephon Gilmore signing? I said that he makes the Colts defense really annoying, but he's still going to get burned and cooked by Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and other receivers in the AFC, like A.J. Brown and all of them. Because, like, his coverage is pretty good. Like, he can get you a good amount of picks, but sometimes he kind of fails. Like Zach said once, like, Stephon Diggs was hooking him up, like, a couple times, so.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about that.
That's my answer.
Good signing. Well, I think it's a bit too much for a guy that didn't even really play last year and who wasn't even like a starter on like Carolina that much. Or he might have been like later in down the season. Like obviously, being a defensive player of the year, one year, obviously helps his case. I think, like Nico said, I think he's a good cornerback threat. I think he can get you a lot of picks. Like obviously going against like superstars like Adams, Diggs, and stuff, I think he might get burnt a little more. So I feel like that safety needs to kind of help on some of those routes. I think he's more. I think he's more of a really a deep like. He can't really run with people like when it comes to like deep routes and like. I feel like when it comes to like the slants and like those short low routes, I think he's really good at stopping those. Like a press coverage guy. Buddy.
Fuck me. Yeah. Colts defense,
Bro.
10 times better with Stephon Gilmore. He just needs to stay healthy. I think if he stays healthy, he's definitely going to be. Hot take here. Hot
No.
take here.
Oh no.
Johnny, take of the week.
Johnny
Let's hear it.
Tay, let's go, bro. We're waiting for this.
Hot take here. If he plays like he did with the Pats, he could be better than Jalen Ramsey.
What? What?
Are you?
What?
Oh my god.
What? No, 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 no.
You need to spice up the podcast, making hot takes that you know.
Yeah, but you
Making hot
genuinely
making-
believe that. It's
making
not.
making hot takes that you know are a little out of hand.
A little.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Bro.
Water went everywhere, bro.
Dude, John, it's not even a
Dude, you
hot
fucking
take.
said
You
that, dude.
genuinely
No.
believe
Alright,
that.
alright, bro. Let the man explain. I really want to know.
I gotta be myself.
Oh, that's it. I just want to say that hot take.
Okay.
Okay.
That was good.
What do you think, Ty? I'm gonna mute my I'm watching the Braves right now, so I have to mute the broadcast. There you go. Alright, we're good. Anyways.
Gilmore, exactly what the Colts needed. Zach, stop laughing. Alright, sorry. Colts gave what they needed. I think they're still far from being a Super Bowl favorite, though. The AFC, because it's just obviously much more tight now. Forrest Buckner, first level defense on the line. Ace Leonard, linebacker, second defense, or second level. Then obviously adding Gilmore to the third level with Rocky Yassin, the second year guy. So yeah, each level they have a superstar at, and they still have the draft. So I think they're probably gonna excel more in defensively. Probably gonna pick up a wide receiver, because that's not very appealing right now.
Mhm.
I think they're most certainly focused on defense though.
All right. Well, I mean that was interesting. That's the end of the podcast, though. Oh my God, John, that's horrible. Oh my God. All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next Sunday. So, yeah, it's been the Fellows Podcast, and thank you for watching.